We're just trying to keep everything together.
Hunt Companion.
If you're listening to this, Hunt Companion. Nick said it's the 24th.
It is.
That means Jared is probably still in Illinois. Yep. It means that Pennsylvania's bow season is over.
I don't know it, but
I was going to try to make it go. Sometimes if I hit the table hard enough, it does it.
And we're heading into Thanksgiving week here. Pretty wild. It's hard for us. Jared and I are filming this on the 18th because he's leaving for Illinois. So we're trying to think like a week ahead, which is really difficult for us.
I will say I have liked the pace of this season. Helps that I shot a 187. That was nice.
Why can't you do that every season?
Very nice.
It'd be nice.
And it was at the right time too. It was early enough in November that we
weren't spiraling.
Well, no, not only that, but I got a nice little break here. Like today as we're filming
18th.
this is the 18th, and I haven't hunted since probably the 8th or 9th.
Yeah, when we left Illinois.
So I've got a nice break here in the middle, and the weather's
little rut recovery.
Yeah, got recovery. Got. Well, I've been taking naps. Like I've been just like I've been recovering from all the excitement of shooting a 187. Did I say that?
It's tough. It's tough to do.
And so now I'm very much ready to like tackle the last half of November. Whereas in years past, by this point, I'm pretty strung out.
Pretty strung out. Yeah, no, I think it.
In fact, I'm thinking some all day sets here for like the next 4 days, maybe.
Wow, in Illinois.
Yeah, maybe like bounce around throughout the day, but
it'll be interesting, man. So you've got. We talked about this. You will. You'll sit one day in bow season, and then the next day is Illinois' first gun season. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
And we don't know what you're going to be hunting with a bow.
Yes, confirmed.
Yes, confirmed. It's been confirmed. In fluorescent orange.
Boo. I gotta find that, but yeah.
Gonna need that and a license, a firearm license.
Yep, I'll buy that on Wednesday.
And the weather looks just fucking.
It's awesome. Looks awesome. I may be doing some decoy hunting.
Oh my God! What are you, Jay Gregory?
Give me that. Yeah, I'm back. Yes. Some decoy hunting maybe.
Wow.
Probably I'll put your blinds together because I'm a.
Oh yeah, you are putting my blinds together.
Just because I.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I probably won't hunt out of them.
I was gonna ask that. Are you thinking about hunting out of them?
So the question is, should I mow some corn this week or not? That's the question.
I would say that that would.
It may not even be. I may benefit from it. I may not, but it's more so like gun.
I don't know, like a gun defense.
It's also
gun defense system here.
In a way, I'm like, boy, we should have done that last week.
Maybe. I'm almost wondering, like, what if you did it on Wednesday when you got there?
Yeah, as soon as I get there.
Yeah, what if you just went in and mowed a couple strips?
Because I get there at a reasonable time.
I know.
That'd be the day to do it.
If you went in and mowed a couple strips and just like
a little landing strip, Nick, right? I don't mind it. A Wolf of Wall Street quote for you there.
Yeah, I like that. I like that strategy.
Okay. So the question then is where and how and how much?
All critical questions. I wouldn't do a ton because we're going to need that as we get here later in the season.
No.
I would say, oh, you're asking me an answer? I would probably, okay, well, let's start with why this is critical. So obviously, number one is the deer are they're going to start figuring out like they need to eat here to survive, the bucks, that is. And the does are going to already be on it, which means the bucks are going to come to try to scrape up the last few does. So there is a strategy there. I would say near Carl's Corner, potentially mowing some.
I think for sure there.
Yep. And then
down below, there's the only question.
She only left that little cove, right?
No. Yes, she did, but closer to the barn is the question.
I wouldn't mow any of that yet.
Okay.
I would only mow Carl's Corner.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't think, unfortunately, I just don't.
Maybe even straight from, sorry, not to interrupt, maybe straight from
pretty rude, but
upper fence gap to Carl's Corner. Like the first couple tops there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
agreed. Unfortunately, I don't. I don't think you're going to get your northwest wind set out of that. Like, we talked all different ways around it. Mm-hmm. I think the best you're going to be able to swing is west.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, like, here, I'll lay this out the best I can for you. Our viewers won't be able to see it, but they can laugh at us imagining it. So here's Carl's Corner.
Yep.
Here's the barns.
I'm at the barn.
That's north.
Mm-hmm.
That's west.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're going to mow this.
Yep.
At least the pocket, maybe a full strip.
Probably tonight. Landing strip.
Full landing strip.
Wednesday.
So the question is, in my mind, there's two ways to do it. And let's just do this because of how I have this mowed here. I'm mowing
for
this
all
anyways.
The listeners. We're not very expertised in mowing the corn.
Well, yeah, we're trying to Jenga this.
We're better at having it in a bag and putting it down.
I'll give you two easy options. Number one, I'll mow a strip all the way up.
Oh, right down the middle.
Right down the middle.
It's a bold
for access, not.
Oh, access.
I mean,
corn. Yeah,
I'll mow it as short as I can.
Corn screening. Yeah, be a 6 foot row, 6 foot wide.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that's your access, and we'll put a blind on that. Okay. So the problem there is a west wind is, you got this much more of this now that you're blowing into with a west wind.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good access. It's the same mowing, and it's all that's good.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
The alternative would be you still do this for Carl's Corner, but then you start at the bottom. So maybe you come up a few strips type of a thing and just do the same down here.
So if you're thinking about playing for west wind, hear me out. Still mow, Carl's Corner and across. What if you brought that strip up through the middle, but you brought the left side, which would be closest to fence gap, down further?
You show me your layout here.
Okay, so I'm at the barn, right?
Down there's the barn?
Yep. This would be upper fence gap up here.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Straight through the middle, like you were, and you're going to basically do a T up here.
Yeah.
Bring this side mowed down further. So the blind sits down lower. They come out of the upper fence gap, and they have like a bigger square here. And that way your west wind is blowing lower towards honey hole versus higher towards honey hole.
The challenge is, and this is why I like the former as opposed to the
ladder.
To the latter. If you start up high, you can always walk it back.
Sure, I agree.
And
yeah, I don't think, and I say that because I don't think you need to mow that yet. I think eventually that's where it needs to be with the blind there to hunt it in like 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. So like this trip, you might mow access trail and tee. Then the next trip, when we'd actually hunt that blind, we bring that block down and then put the blind there.
The whole tee or just that side of it?
Just that side of it. Because I'm thinking west wind. I want those deer to funnel around the standing corn into the cut corn.
Well, if your primary concern is west wind, then you want to be as far towards the barn as possible.
That's why I said bring that left side down.
You can be, but you don't have to do that. You can be all the way down at the barn if you wanted.
Yeah, but I'm thinking they want to come through that upper fence gap. And so you also want to be as close to that as possible. That's why I'm thinking about bringing that block down. Basically, that left side of the T would end up coming down.
Well, there's so many different ways to draw it out. Okay, well, we'll figure that one out.
I think if you just T-shaped it, you'd be fine. T-bone it.
And put a blind up there?
Nope. I don't think you need the blind in there yet.
Yeah.
And then the next trip, mow several rows up. This would be my thinking.
Well, there's no need
for
the T then, though. You would just do the top.
Yeah, just the top, technically.
All right.
Yep. And then I think you bring that left side down, you cut that access point, you put it right there, you get a west wind, and as soon as they come out of the upper fence gap, they're in the cut corn, dead.
Okay.
Versus trying to bring them from the up. I see what you're saying from the barn up, but I don't know. I think they really just want to come over that top.
Oh, you don't think they'll come down? I think if the stand corn's like this, I think they'll come out. I do think they're coming out there. So I'm okay with it on a west wind. I think they'll come down to the first place it's open and then they'll dump in.
I don't know if they'll want to walk the whole way down there or if they'll get there before dark.
I mean, it's right there.
That's a trek from upper fence gap to down there.
I think it's 150 yards. 100 yards.
It's probably more than that.
It's a weird thing. Yeah, we'll have to figure out.
I also don't know if those big bucks.
Carl's corner is ideal, obviously. Yeah, that's a concern as well.
Because it's just Carl and
that is a concern.
He's mowing grass down there and stuff. That's why I think they like that upper.
They do. For
and
sure.
if you have that corn cut, you walk right up in, jump into the blind, west wind through. I think you're about as clean as you're going to get there.
Yeah, I think the upper portion you're talking about, is probably where it's at. Okay. And then for the lower portion, I'll just have to see what Maggie left us. And
there is a better strategy. Sorry. I know people are hating us. They're like, what the hell are they talking about?
Stand by. Uncompanion.
Bring Carl's corner down, that section of the tee down, come up from the house, blind right there. You're giving up a little bit more to your west, but if they come on the top that you cut from the fence gap and drop in, a lot easier access in and out. And then you can always pull down the fence gap side at any time. Once you pull down the fence gap side, if you're like, oh, we should be down lower, now you cut the whole side over.
Yeah, so on my thing here,
cut this down.
Bring this down further.
Yep.
And so be what, block on this side?
Nope. Bring this. Yeah, you could.
Where's your blind?
Yep, right here.
Okay.
And just bring this down further. That way, this is all standing corn. They come out and into that, and you're sitting here. Easy dump in, easy dump out, west wind.
So, like, cut this L. That's what you're saying.
You would cut a little bit of this top right now.
Yep.
And then next time we'd bring this block down further.
Okay.
So it'd be like.
So you're trying to pull them over here.
Yep.
And hunt this.
I'm trying to bring them across the top, dump in here with my west wind blowing there.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
That might be a better first chess match move.
Okay.
Because then we can always cut
the rest of that and be here.
Correct.
Yeah, that could work.
I like that move.
Okay.
Strategery.
So, and then on the bottom, I'll just have to see what she left us. Boy, if you had any corn standing towards the lower fence gap, I would mow it. Wednesday.
Yeah. So that you could sit there and hopefully bring them right through there.
And I'll have a couple I get a southeast wind on one of those mornings. I think it's
Done.
Friday morning.
Done.
I'll be in our original stand. If it's on a on a west northwest.
Yep.
As long as it's not blowing right there, I'll probably get around that corner and mow it, like you said. Okay.
Yep. I like that. Anyways,
anyways,
if everybody's like, here's the strategy. The hardest part right now is like, if you're listening to this on the 24th, even we were talking about really the weekend leading up to that, but even if you're right now, you're trying to find the fine balance between you're still kind of rut hunting, but food is increasingly playing a bigger role in their mindset. For the does, it's everything at this point. For the bucks, the young bucks, we talked about the 2 and 3 year olds, they're starting to give up. They're starting to be like, you know what? I better just eat and kind of be ready for the winter. The big bucks are looking for cleanup duty. But if the does are in this food, whether it's cut corn, greens, whatever, the big bucks are coming to it. They're going to be vulnerable here for this. This is the weak time frame, really till the end of November. They are vulnerable.
It is funny how it seems they have that demeanor. It's like taking like a elementary school kid, like deer hunting or turkey hunting or whatever. It's like halfway through, they're like, I'm tired. I'm kind of hungry.
I'm tired,
so
Grandpa.
They still want to rep, but you see them just like trickling out to the, cut cornfields or whatever. Yeah. And the bucks are like, we're here.
We're here to party.
We're doing the work here.
Yeah. I mean, we're putting in the man hours.
Breed some does here.
Yeah. I think that's the key. It's like, don't give up on your rut funnels. Don't give up on your rut spots. Don't give up on your scrapes. I mean, I see a lot of big bucks here this last week of November crushing scrapes because they're like,
I just put in some mock scrapes yesterday.
They're like, I got to restart the system. Like what's going on?
They do. That is literally what they do. It is amazing how the sign just falls off this time of year. Like when they lock down and stuff, it's like, was there even rubs here? The stuff I was there 2-3 weeks ago, I was like, it was tore up. I'm like,
I've got scrapes that were like 3-4 inches of leaf cover just dominant, and then one buck comes through and it's like wide ass open again.
Yeah.
So
I did find some yesterday that were wide open. So
I think that's the time. And then, really, especially in the evenings, the morning hunts are like, it's tough. In the evenings, boy, those deer are going to just start moving closer and closer to the food, especially because we're timing this. Even right now when you're listening to this, it's cold. I think it's like 40 degrees, 49 degrees in Illinois. I think here in Pennsylvania, it's in the upper 40s. Like we're in a cold spot here where I think this is the time where those deer, in their minds, it switches and they're like, I got to eat something. I got to get something in my stomach.
Do you think I get into either pinch or river stand at all?
I like river stand a lot. It's just a tough wind to hunt.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a southeast, that would be the best for it, I think.
My concern with
And thermals
pinch
rising.
a pinch at this point is it seems like they're skirting it, but
they're
coming down that death row too.
They are skirting it to the left. I just don't know if it's in bow range or not. I watched them skirt it.
Not
Think it's too far.
of the blind, yeah.
Call at them.
Which has me, yeah. So I'm like, do I go get in that stand you were in? Like, even if I went and did that Wednesday midday, like as soon as I got there,
in my Osage stand.
in the Osage stand.
Oh, I love that spot. I was feeling it.
Yeah,
I thought at any second
windy
I was going to be, and it's super easy access to get right along the edge of our property, and you're right in there in 10 yards.
I'd probably go hang it Wednesday.
Yep,
and then get out.
I like that spot.
And go on and hunt it.
I like
Thursday
that spot,
morning.
even though we've seen some bucks hitting death row. I like that spot better than death row. I think you could be in them at any moment.
My only legitimate fear is getting shot.
I was going to say bullets. Yeah. If that dude sets up a blind or he's in that ladder stand, he's wailing in our woods right there.
Yeah.
That would be the only thing I'd worry a little bit about.
Yeah.
Also, though, I mean, yeah.
We did just lob an arrow in his direction.
He's like, Indians? Yeah, I don't know what you do in that.
Pennsylvanians.
Yeah. I wouldn't be opposed to being in there on Thursday. I don't know what your wind's like. You have a west wind on Thursday?
Evening? Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
I don't know. You got to check.
Mm-hmm.
It might be northwest.
I kind of like river stand on like one of the gun mornings.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just a
right
highway right there.
Right.
And I also like our lower fence gap on one of those mornings. That do you see how much activity's picked up since she picked the corn down there? No. It went from like getting like 5 pictures a day to like
really
90. Yeah. They're just back and forth through that fence gap since she picked the corn, at least.
Yeah. I wonder if I end up in that island at all for a morning.
It's a good spot too.
Tougher to get.
I think river stand would be better if you can
off.
Get into it.
Yeah, through the back. You come through the back, right?
Mm-hmm. Clearly,
comeback story. Yeah,
greatest comeback story of all time. Yeah. So
okay. All right.
I think that's.
I'll be calling you probably throughout the week here for sure.
I mean, I just if people are listening to this,
Jeremy?
We're at the people are going to be thinking, man, I'm staring Thanksgiving in the face, and it's like you got gun seasons coming up, or you're in gun seasons. Like if you're in a gun season, pressure trumps rut activity probably, especially if you've been in it for a week or two. In fact, today is the last. If this is the 24th, today's the last day of Kentucky gun season. So I don't know. Whatever made it through, I'm gonna be bow hunting the next week. I did see my 5-year-old yesterday, so he's still kicking.
Nice.
Haven't seen any 3-year-olds though. That's not a good sign. I think Missouri's got a little bit more time here. Wisconsin, somebody reminded us, opened yesterday, which would have been the 23rd. So that's just getting kicked off. Ohio and Pennsylvania coming up here right after Thanksgiving. So I still like it. If you're not in pressure, I think that they're going to be cruising. I still think even in Illinois, gun season starting Friday, those deer are going to be, it's like murderous weather conditions. I don't think you could have penciled it up any better for opening day, opening weekend of Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're an opening day, if you're a gun hunter in Illinois, congratulations.
Yeah.
You won.
It's going to be good.
You won at this point.
Yeah.
But I'll be interested because, we've heard people talk about it last year. They're like, yeah, we hardly ever hear any shots. It was like damn war zone by you last year.
Yeah. I'll be curious to see how it goes.
It'll be a big testament to habitat work. Did having better CRP and cover overall keep deer on the property more than last year? That's the food's not going to make a huge difference. I don't think. It's the cover. Do they feel like they have to run out in an open field, or do they feel secure where they're at? I don't know the answer to that.
I'll tell you what, my switch at my Ohio farm looks really nice.
It's going to be crazy next year.
Really happy with it, yeah.
Be like really good next year.
I need to plant a lot more of it, I think.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of those old hay fields and stuff, I need to just nuke them and drill them.
Yeah.
As they say.
Nuke them and drill them. Duke Nukem. Other than that, anything tip-wise for these guys on the old Hunt Companion?
When's this dropping? Sunday?
24th, Sunday.
They're still rutting. I would be, working around gun season pressure. Those big ones are still going to be looking for does.
Mm-hmm.
So like Jeremy was saying, at food sources in the evening, at, funnels or bedding areas like in the morning, I'd continue to hunt rut patterns with food in mind.
Yep.
And security, like gun pressure in mind as well through Thanksgiving.
I like really thick areas during gun season during this time, because I think that a big buck will push a doe up into that like high security cover, and if you can be in there, you can head them off.
I mean, case in point, I'm considering decoy hunting here, and like I'm imagining a scenario where it's like Thursday or Friday evening, 2 days before you're listening to this. Big buck comes out behind 4 or 5 does, and I've got a decoy out there.
What the fuck?
They rally in the cornfield. He squares off. Mm-hmm. I shoot him. In the lungs.
In the lungs. He cannot breathe.
He is dead. I will celebrate.
He is dead.
We win.
I will say that I think, I think
I'm going to lose my mind if that whatever.
Crazy horse.
Him too. But either one. For some reason, I just have a feeling that tall boy is going to come out.
That 11?
At 11.
He's a monster.
Mm-hmm.
I bet that deer's mid-60s at least.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a frame on him.
Mid to high 60s, I bet.
I will say this. Whether it's the couple days leading up to this hunt companion.
Let's call him Ronnie Coleman.
Ronnie Coleman.
So he's got a frame on him.
Nice. Very nice. Or the couple days after. Good chance that you have a new buck show up. That might be it. That's probably a shooter. Because those 3, 4, 5, 6-year-old bucks are going to start legging here one last time before they're like, we got to batten down the hatch.
Newbies are high risk because it's like
they are.
The first thought is shoot before it's like, who is that?
Yeah, because you're just like, I don't know who he is. Is he 3? Is he 4?
That 4-year-old 10-point for a minute he was in danger. Till we're like he's probably 4.
Boy, him and that 8. That 8 is
too
freaking suicidal right now.
Yeah.
He's just daylighting all over the place, running himself crazy.
There's no way that deer lives.
Yeah, probably not.
0 chance.
Haven't seen that 5-year-old 8 in a while either.
I'll bet he's out there.
He's out there.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I bet I got a bunch of cameras. I grabbed a bunch of cameras from Ohio. So I'm good. I may need to buy a couple packs of batteries or something. Let's
put some
here, but yeah.
I do not.
Okay. So I have a bunch.
What are you going to do? Just put them on food?
I'll put one in North. I'll put one at all the places that didn't work out for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That scrape at North probably ripped the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Bastards.
I'll probably hunt that.
I like that Cloverfield.
Evening.
Oh, yeah.
If I get a southwest one in the evening or a south, I'll hunt that.
Yeah. All that pressure pushing those. That block's going to be full of deer after Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I like my chances.
Pitch or pinch wouldn't be bad on Saturday evening. In the blind. After 2 days of pressure, I bet they're in that woodlot.
Okay. Decoy?
Yes, absolutely. If they're skirting it, for sure. Probably going to get lit up by the first 3-year-old that comes in there, though.
How do you access it with a decoy? You walk across the pond, like walk down all the way down like that?
No.
That'd be a pain in the butt.
I'd walk the trail.
Just drive it in.
Yeah, just drive it in.
Drop it off.
Mm-hmm.
And then walk it in?
Mm-hmm. Probably. Or park somewhere.
All right, I'll figure it out.
Just park short of river stand.
Okay.
And just park there. That'd be fine.
All right.
Anyways, hopefully that inspires you to kill something.
This is the real strategy. This is the real.
Well, listen. This is the last.
The drawing board.
This is the, not to depress anyone. This is the last hunt companion of November. Yeah. Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
It's the last hunt companion of November. No pressure. If you haven't put a tag on a deer, no pressure. Nobody's freaking out. But it's tough right now. Things are getting tough. Especially if you're going to take a bow during gun season like this guy.
I'm optimistic. I really am feeling like...
Oh, I feel pretty... The weather is just too good. The food is too good. Everything is too good.
You don't want to come.
Oh, I want to come.
With me. That's what I mean.
I'm just... Yeah. I've got things to do.
Okay.
Life. Kids. Wife.
Well, I've got a full night for sure of putting that... Do they know it's November, though?
I try to remind them of this.
I'm trying.
It's November, right?
I'll take a night or two and I'll get at least one of those blinds together. But those are it's a lot of work.
Yeah. I guess this is 24th.
I'll get drunk with Carl.
I'm hopefully going to kill one in a blizzard on Thursday the 21st in Pennsylvania.
Calling it?
I don't know. It's going to be between 3 and 7 inches of snow, so I don't know what the hell. Nothing was going to really want to move in that, but I'm going anyways. I'm going to rattle my balls off and shoot one.
Cool.
That's the plan.
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, we wish everyone the best of luck this week. Happy Turkey Day, and we'll see you on December 1st for the next
Hunk Companion.
Take me